All right, we're back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. Hope you've all recovered from Octane Friday. Another nice installment of that yesterday. What are we doing today? All right, so today we're going back to 1968. What happened in 1968? Today is May 30th. So, on this date, the Beatles start recording the White Album. I can't spend one session talking about the Beatles. Obviously, that would probably be like a really long session, so it's easy just to talk about them in bits and pieces. So we'll just talk about this album. Everyone knows about the White Album. I don't know if everyone can name a lot of the songs on the White Album unless you're a big fan, but you know that a lot of the songs. And it is widely considered one of the best albums of all time. It's always in the top 10, right? So, what's the backstory on that? So, the Beatles, obviously, everyone knows, they're huge. And they're coming off Sgt. Pepper's. Sgt. Pepper's is a record that was made and sponsored by LSD. So, what they obviously are really, really big at that point. They decide to take some time, and so they all head off to India to a meditation retreat, basically. And they don't have any Western instruments there except for acoustic guitar, and they actually start, while they're there, recording music. I think along the way, it was in the winter to spring, various members started, because couldn't go that long in this retreat, and were starting to get kind of annoyed at either the food or the atmosphere or the people that were running it, so they would start to drop off. I think Ringo Starr might have left first after a few weeks, and then subsequently more people would leave. But anyway, they did the majority of the writing of this there, and then they go back to London to EMI Studios to start recording. So that's what happened today, is they start recording in EMI Studios. It's their 9th album. Obviously, it's notable for its all-white cover. It was numbered, which they thought was kind of funny. A lot of sarcasm around this record. But one of the interesting things is that they decided to stay true to whatever the genre of music was for each song rather than mix it up. So that's why there are so many different types of music on this record. It's their one and only double album. It's got rock, folk, blues, country, reggae, experimental stuff. It's got everything, right? It's also the time that during this recording session that the Beatles are arguing with each other. They're not getting along. Yoko Ono is on the scene for the first time, new girlfriend. They had a no wives, no girlfriends rule, but she did not adhere to that. Plenty of fighting between the band members over creative control. The producer, George Martin, he took a leave of absence for a while. Ringo Starr left in August for a month. He was so frustrated. He came back, but he left. Engineer quit. I mean, it was pretty rough. I mean, this is basically what led to their breakup. But as far as the music is concerned, it sold 25 million copies, I mean, by the end. So obviously it's loved by Beatles fans. But what songs do we have on there? We got, there were no singles released from this record. Again, a lot of sarcasm. The songs themselves, a lot of them were written in response to things or were supposed to be in a certain style. You got Back in the USSR, which was kind of a jab at the Beach Boys. And you got Dear Prudence, Obladi, Oblada. That was like kind of sarcasm too. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, George Harrison song. What do we got? Rocky Raccoon. Sorry. Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Julia. Birthday. I mean, everyone loves Birthday, right? It's such a short song. That's a good one. Helter Skelter. Obviously, that's in the lore of music because of Charles Manson. Charles Manson actually said that that record was what made him do what he did. So maybe that's where the beginnings of that whole idea came from. You got Revolution 1, Happiness is a Warm Gun. That's basically John Lennon said that was one of his favorite Beatles song ever, with a lot of controversy about that song. What else? Blackbird. A bunch of other stuff on there. I said those records were numbered. Ringo Starr sold his copy, which was there were 5 million in print the first time around, and he sold number 000001 in 2015 for like $800,000, which you'd think maybe would have gotten a little more than that, but it didn't. So anyway, that's the White Album. We're going to play some Beatles today. Tough time picking my song from there. I was going to go with Birthday or Why Don't We Do It in the Road, but you got to go with kind of the lead-off track. We're going with Back in the USSR. We're going to play that. I hope you enjoy your Saturday. And don't forget, I did post a video before this of my daughter Zoe. She did a video project about this show. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Super proud. Nice job, Zoe. And, well, again, enjoy your Saturday. And you know what? We'll see you on the flip side.